Yo, welcome back. Okay.
More podcast, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. www.cblifestyle Real Talk with Mo. Check me out. But
so anyway, Johnny Harris.
Harris.
If you haven't subscribed to him yet, subscribe to him. Yeah. You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah, you don't even know why the Panama Canal was. Son of a bitch.
Who do you think you know about Hitler?
How many states are in there in Russia?
We've talked about him before in the podcast, and he's very good at explaining history. He goes deep into it, and he goes farther than you. He digs deep. Yeah, real deep. He digs deep. So
deep as you can go, I guess, without going too deep.
He did a video recently where it was about who got rich off of
Afghanistan,
the Afghanistan war, and he basically calls each guy out and goes into their public records on how much they got paid.
Because everything is public.
Everything, all information is public like that. Yeah,
that's public.
So they're able. He's able to go into. I don't remember exactly the names of each guy, but
there's always Lockheed Martin CEO.
Yeah, Lockheed Martin.
There was the guy that War Dogs, the movie The War Dogs is after with what's the big guy's fat guy's name?
Oh damn. Jack Black?
No, the fat curly head kid.
Oh, Joe
Rogan.
No. Oh,
you lay on your phone. Not Seth Rogen, the other one.
Damn,
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's in War Dogs. He talks about those two guys, which that's a crazy story altogether. I didn't even know that was the movie. I might want to watch the movie just because of the story.
Now I'm going to watch the movie.
Yeah. And then he talks about a guy who brought food. There was a food guy.
He saw money in his eyes, bro.
Yeah. And then there was
I'm gonna
tell you a bigger point. I want to get to a bigger point after we get to the names. But there's a bigger point that I want to get back to that we miss when we talk about these things. But the food guy. Then there was there was 4 or 5 guys.
There was 5 of them.
The 5th one was
wasn't it the tank? No, wasn't it?
No, it was the Indian guy.
Yeah, Indian guy.
Damn, I forgot, man. But he did something too. He brought.
But there's so much money to be made that people make out of war.
Well, it's not it's out of war, but it's a bigger thing. But go ahead. What were you saying about?
I was gonna say, wait, which one was the one I was saying?
We're talking about War Dogs or the food guy?
The food guy.
Yeah.
So that one bothered me because even looking at it as support and trying to help and trying to deliver these packages, they even showed you exactly what they were eating, like these little packages of MREs. Mm-hmm. Even off of that, where you think there's like a nice thing behind it. Now, I'm not saying this guy shouldn't get his money, right? I'm not saying he shouldn't get paid for something, right? He's ditching it. I'm not saying he should be, not getting paid anything out of it. But even that is corrupt. Even that is corrupt somehow, which is sad to me. That you're doing something that is helping a nation, which is great, and yes, you need to get money out of it. But to be super greedy like this guy, when he explains how greedy he was.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's always about, greed. It's like I said.
A lot of text messages.
Yeah, but like I said, we already know.
Oh, God.
You want me to go through this again?
Don't.
We're all greedy. Right? We're all greedy. We all don't do suicide on the video, bro. You're going to get us banned, bro. You're going to get banned for doing suicide on the video. Think about it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You turn it banned. We can't even play this video.
We did it late in the video.
Yeah,
so
it was.
It's like the first
So,
week.
you know what I mean? I get that. The greed part, I kind of got to talk about because there's a lot that goes on. These government things. The problem is we pay them. That's my main part. Like they can show me all these guys who took advantage of the system, and I can show you people out in the world that take advantage of the system.
Correct.
Income tax, all these shit, right? Take advantage little here and there, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. Use the system to be able to go get a house and then sell the house and credit card donate and whatever, right? People take advantage of systems all the time. Systems are built, and then people find ways around them. So, but the problem is the government pays these people.
Right.
That's my problem. My bigger problem is that. That's why it costs so much from the government to do something. For real, the county.
Yeah, but you're talking about any type of system. I'm talking about
the government.
War.
Government is involved in the war.
That's what this was
private.
about. This is what is filthy about it. Is that it's murder.
No, but the problem
making money off of.
No, they're not making money off murder. The guy's supplying food to the people.
Right, but
he didn't choose the.
He didn't
make
have
the
to
war.
do that unless there was a war happening.
But he didn't make the war.
Right, no. And I like I said, I think it's a good thing that he was able to do that. But the greed behind it of how much he took.
You're saying it's greedy because so you're saying that he should have left his profit there because he could have made more profit from it?
No, I feel like
the government was going to give him
He should have got
money?
paid a specific amount. He got paid more than he should have.
But he negotiated for more. I don't understand why you have that
it's
as a
true,
bad thing.
like a business proposition.
The government is already at war. He's not. Nobody's.
But he's
now.
like,
If you're going behind the people that are saying that are starting the war,
I'm here.
right? You're starting the war.
So I want to help you guys out.
He's like, I can provide a service. I can get you food. I can get you food here, right? Yeah. And then they're like, all right, so I'll supply the food. My contract is $100 million. They're like, all right, well, here's $100 million, because they don't. It's not their money.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the government.
That's
$100 million contract. Here you go, man. Take the contract. And he's like, you know what? It's gonna probably be $200 million. They're like, all right, now here you go.
And this guy's
and then the guy's like, you know what? It might get up to 300. And they're like, all right.
They're gonna have to.
So my problem is
give me some money.
My problem is like people people see that situation.
1 million.
And he's like, all right, well, cost of this, I'm gonna do this. It is what it is. They're giving them the money. That's my problem. They didn't start the war. Like none of these guys, I didn't hear in that.
It's gonna cost money no matter what.
The video that they started the war, it's the amount of money that we spend and give to people.
Here's the thing.
Even like
as a taxpayer, okay,
government.
I want to know where my money's going, right? And I want to, of course, some of it's going to go to. Of course, some of it's going to go to war, right? But don't waste my money on some shit. How much of that money could have been sent back? How much of that money didn't need to be spent there, right? Somebody who takes advantage of it. We're going to give you $300 million to do something, when it really it only really costs you $50 million to do. Right?
But that's the problem with the government. Is what I'm saying is
they're just signing checks.
That's why.
So that my taxpayer money. I'm not saying I made $50 million. I'm just saying some of my tax money is going to that shit.
This is like when they go to build this road
to nothing.
I'm pretty sure this road would be done cheaper.
Yeah, we know how unions work, bro.
We don't have a union here, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure that road is cheaper.
Yeah, and
than what we paid for.
Yeah, for sure.
As a county.
Yeah.
Because they seen that there was a government contract, they like, all right, well, we'll just add extra 10.
How much would you say? How much would you say it costs?
I don't know cost. If you say a regular road costs $100,000, I'm pretty sure we paid $5 million.
But I'm just saying. Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm saying, I'm dead. That's it. You ever read the signs that say this government project is funded by blah 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 blah, and it'd be $5 million? We had $10 million grant to do that.
I'm just saying. Dude.
I'm just saying. Their shit is. That's why. I know somebody who sells.
Somebody needs
copiers,
to get in there,
right?
And like
somebody who sells copy machines.
Yeah.
Government contracts are guaranteed, and they have a limitation, but the limitation is higher than a commercial contract.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Of course you want to go bigger.
No, it's not the big. It's the government's ability to pay the money. Yeah. Right? That's
whose
the
money
problem.
is it?
It's my money.
I know, it's my money too.
But they sign the check as if it's not nobody's money.
Right, that's my
They're
problem.
like $100 million. All right, let me sign your check.
Right.
That's my problem with the government, being able to give these guys the money. If the government doesn't give them the money, then they don't go to they don't.
No,
ask
somebody
for
needs to be
million.
able to actually get involved in it with him and understand the process, and then give him the appropriate amount of money that he needs.
Correct.
That's how it should be.
But they're not doing that.
Right.
That's why all these people made $5 billion and $5 million.
Billions and bazillion dollars.
So that's like the war dogs. How they came in, they didn't even know anything, and they started to sell ammunition to the. It's the same thing. I'll tell you.
There's a business in everything.
They sold ammunition from China to us.
Yeah.
Which I think is illegal. That's why I think they got in more trouble. But they bought ammunition from China and sold it to America.
Right.
They just knew somebody that was in the government, and they were like, "Listen, we got ammunition. I got boxes and crates if you guys need it." He's like, "Oh, well, we'll look into it." And the guy was like, "Oh, we do need ammunition.
Mm-hmm.
How much you want to sell it for?" $500 million. He's like, "All right, no problem."
$1 million.
He's like, "No problem. Let me sign you the check."
Yeah.
You got more? Oh, I got another one for $600 million. All right, no problem. Let me sign the check. Because it ain't their money.
No.
The guy who's signing the check at the government, it's not his money. He don't give a fuck.
It's not going into his account.
He don't give a shit.
And getting out money for them.
No, he's taking it out of his thing. And that's my problem with that, with all the money that was given out. It's like, if they ask for it, tell them no.
But like, hold on, bro.
What the fuck?
Or do you think that there's to be some type of logistics or delegation in the when it comes to money?
The most recent one was about the masks, right?
Yes.
And COVID masks, right? There's a company that had masks. There was a vodka company.
Yeah.
When you look up their name and you find out their background, they were vodka. They sold vodka. But they had so many masks that I guess they bought wholesale or whatever and had them in warehouses that they sold them to the government for $200 million. I don't have no problem with them doing it. I have a problem with the guy who signed the check for $200 million to see masks that he never even seen. That's my problem.
I would to the mask guy, I'd say, the vodka guy.
He's smart.
Good job.
He's smart.
To the government, I'd say, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Like,
what the fuck are you doing?
because that's why, and that's our.
Like,
that's
remember whenever we were going through COVID and there was no Lysol? And you're like, where's all the Lysol at?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a story there about money. And it wasn't just about mass production. It was about money.
See, that was more of a private one. It could have been a bit something.
Yeah, right.
Like that
we never
too.
heard about it. Why?
Yeah,
did they
I don't
just
know.
not
Baby
have
wipes
any?
were low too, but I think people were just buying that shit up like religiously. But
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying about the video. The video is great. Watch the video. It gets into like depth. He goes into
goes
like
detail.
people's bonuses.
He'll literally put like
Lockheed
what
Martin.
they made.
Yeah,
Like, especially
Lockheed
that
Martin
first guy.
bonus was
Especially
like
that first guy. He
he got up to
Lockheed.
like $36 million.
And you see, like, it starts to get
Yeah.
bigger and bigger. And it's not like he slightly did it. He didn't just go from 25 to 30.
Yeah.
He went from 25 to 50.
Well, that was
and
the
from 50
payout
to
from Lockheed
150,
Martin.
150 to 350
Yeah.
million.
That's what they paid him. That's what Lockheed Martin paid him.
Like, it's big money, and that money is not to be. It's the problem is, you have to account for my money. You would think there would be a process where you have to account for the money. Where'd the money go? Where did it go to? I'll tell you where it went. To 2 yachts that he owns. Have you ever seen that church guy who's like driving in a Boeing 70? Oh no, private jet.
Osteen?
Is that his name? Olstein? The dude who drives a private jet and always runs
There's
up
a lot
money
of
all the time. And he always
There's
got like
lot of them, bro.
a limousine.
I was at a church
There's
one
lot.
time and they asked for money for a private jet, so yeah, they asked for it.
Bro, so
They said so he can go out and spread the word.
Everybody wants to profit out of it, and everything's a business somehow, which is understandable. Even non-profit is somehow gaining profit. So
Nonprofit is the worst. I just did a video about that too. 10% of like Salvation Army goes to what's its cause.
Mhm.
The CEO gets paid $300,000 or something, I think, in
but it's
Red Cross.
non-profit though.
But that's not
non-profit.
what nonprofit means. So if you think that's what it means,
That's not
then
what it means.
you're off. Because
Yeah.
nonprofit means that they're saying that they're not making money off of what they're giving, but they take in a lot of money, and a lot of money goes somewhere.
Right.
And they get a lot of donations, right? And then they buy out certain
Where's it
shit,
going?
and they get deals on certain shit. So
People
yeah,
get
that's
rich.
not, so but it's just like
Again, like I respect certain hustles, right? So I can't. There's certain hustles I can't knock, but it's the undercover, secrety shit that they do, the questionable shit, the suspect shit that I'm like, hey man, why? And it's not. And like you said too, it's a really good point. Is why is the guy just giving him the money and going, here you go?
yeah.
I just watched the
that's
documentary
craziest part.
on this lady. It's called it's on Netflix called The Bad Vegan. And this guy comes in and he's just talking to her. There's another documentary that's similar to this, but he goes in. It's called The Tinder Swindler is the other one. But both of these
Tinder
guys were
Swindler,
very,
sounds
very
like it.
smart, and they were very charismatic. 5,000.
5,000. Yeah,
So-
I watched that episode before.
Sorry, but
We introduced the robot.
but they're very they're horrible people because they're taking advantage of others. But then it's like when you see how they take advantage of these people and get money out of these pretty girls or whatever it is, or these rich folks, I kind of can't blame them because the other person was stupid as fuck.
Well, listen.
The other person was so dumb that it's, and
Yeah.
I mean, literally, the guy in the vegan thing. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'll tell you one part. One of the reasons is because he told her that he could make her dog immortal.
See
He
now
could
that
make her dog
that is-
immortal,
no, but
and
see-
she was like, "Here's $100 million."
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying
What the
about.
fuck?
Like,
What are you doing?
when I'm explaining about the
Oh, so you just
guys
you
taking
dumb bitch.
advantage about government or taking advantage of situations, I get that. But if it was like that, right, that is you being immoral. And listen, people get money off in
I know,
moral
it's
ways
terrible.
all the time,
Yeah.
right? Immoral as shit. I don't judge you for that. Everybody's flawed. We all fuck up. We all do some
But we
bad
know what
shit.
what right and wrong is.
We
right?
do, but people do wrong shit all the time, even knowing right and wrong. So it's like I get all that.
And sometimes the wrong way is how to get the bag. Right? We were just talking about clout. We were just talking about.
but it's
clout
how you
rappers.
look at it too.
We
It's
were
how
just
you
talking
look
about clout
at it.
rappers.
But I don't know if that's a wrong or right because that's not really a moral value.
To me,
thing.
it is.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
like
shitting
stuck
on rap.
rap like that.
Yeah, you're sitting on rap, but
Yeah.
you're like you found a way to get
Yeah,
to
I
clout
don't-
chase enough to get bags, which is fine to
Yeah.
get the money.
Yeah, I think if you want to feed your
I respect
family and
it,
that's how you want to get
but
to
don't
it.
don't drag
Not
rap.
hurt, as long as you're not hurting nobody in
you
the
heard rap.
process.
They're hurting rap.
Yeah, people I'm talking about.
Or they were.
I'm talking about personally people. Like telling that
Yeah.
lady that her dog's gonna live forever and she paid you all that money and her dog is definitely not living forever. That's a fucking straight lie, like bullshit.
And he took over her business. Like, he took over
see,
her
that's what I'm saying. He
accounts.
went. That guy needs to go to jail.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
just evil shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm gonna save
Watch
your
it's
life.
called Bad Vegan. It was a good
Yeah.
one.
So, but all the industries do it like they do that now.
Yeah.
Like even the vegan shit and all that shit is. That shit gets crazy too. They'll sell you some shit. But that's what I'm saying. The government just give out checks. Back to that point.
That's another thing too.
That's
Not only does controversy create cash, what I always say, but also
I don't think you.
a disaster, a natural disaster, even a tornado, a hurricane, all that. once that happens and everybody panics.
Oh, the guy who shipped the Afghanistan people. That was the other guy.
Oh yeah.
Prince.
Oh man.
Prince or Ty or whatever.
Yeah,
his name
he was moving them out.
He started Blackwater.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Was the guy same guy?
Same
yeah.
guy.
Anyways, getting off subject.
But what I'm saying is like
That was good.
somebody sees a tragedy and they find a business in it. There's some people that are there that will find a business in that tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I think there's a right way and a wrong way to get bags, and that's not the right way. And there's just
I'm tossed up on that one.
me too, because they're leeches though. They're kind of leeches.
Yeah, but like,
But you have to make money somehow.
not even that. There's an opportunity, and then you take advantage of the opportunity, even though the opportunity might be bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you're not going in there with evil
Morally,
intent.
yeah, you're not going in there. Well,
You're not going in there to kill people.
Somebody's like, dude, there's a lot of people who died there.
Like a hurricane,
That's
like
crazy.
a tornado
We should give
happens,
them
and you're
relief.
like, your tornado happens, and you're like, you know what? I have this thing that can stop tornadoes.
I want to give
but you
them
got to pay me $10
50
billion.
cents a bottle. No,
right?
$1 a bottle, $2 a bottle for water.
Well, that's what we already getting killed with that. Never sell us water. I'm saying, like, I can stop a tornado. You got to pay me $10 billion, and you can get this machine stopped.
Why don't you just stop the tornadoes? You can help everybody.
See, now you're a superhero. Now you're like, I'm just going to do it because I'm morally correct.
Even
Feel
Elon
good.
Musk does it for bats.
Of course. But that I just had a video about Elon Musk, too. I went in
Bro,
deep.
am I smart?
You
Were
are.
we on the same
I just had a
page?
video about Elon Musk because I think he is like probably the man of the century.
Yeah, of course he
Easily.
is. He is.
Because I'm looking at his, and then the way they treat
It
him
used
is
to be
crazy.
like Zuckerberg, or it used to be Steve Jobs. Now it's our boy, Tesla.
I don't want to go. I went into a whole video about him because I'm like all the stuff that he's done since he started his thing.
like big,
From PayPal, right? PayPal was like a first digital shit. Like people would pay with PayPal. There wasn't a thing before PayPal.
No.
Right? People would pay a Visa, MasterCard, American Express,
That was
Discover,
Mm.
Diners Club, whatever the
regular-
older ones.
yeah.
Then PayPal became a payment option. And he created,
That's
he was a
crazy.
part of creating PayPal.
That's crazy.
So he almost started like digital currency before the digital currency
before
because there was
crypto.
PayPal was nothing.
That was crypto before crypto.
Right?
It's
So
crazy.
he started PayPal. He took that and then he made Tesla. And then you're like,
What? What else can this
at
guy
one
do?
point they were like, no electric cars are
Yeah.
gonna be out. We
Yeah.
can't do it. We can't
And
afford it. We can't mass produce
they
it.
ran it before. It's also safe for humanity, right? But they
Yeah,
also
of course.
test drove some of them before, and they weren't doing well. So they were like,
But they were like, we
do
can't
it."
mass produce
He's like,
it.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
it the right way.
Every company that you talk to, Ford, Nissan, they
Oh.
was all like, we can't mass
can't
produce
do
it.
it.
We
Yeah.
could do
'Cause
them.
they're
That's why they
dangerous.
did the little hybrids and all that.
But look,
This dude mass produced Teslas. Now they in rental cars. Now they all over the world.
he ain't done. By the
Now
way,
the charging
after that,
stations are being put up. Yeah,
He
they're not
ain't
that.
done.
That's what I'm saying. So he does that. Then he's like, you know
crazy.
what? I'm gonna do Solar City.
he's a superhero.
Right? Solar City.
Solar City, dude.
Fucking, there's electric solar panels on your thing that can run your house. Now I don't know if they're good enough to do that yet, but he's working on
He's
it.
working on it.
Then he says, you know what?
I'm gonna help the
I'm gonna
world.
go back into space.
Right.
Now they're buying. Now NASA is buying his rockets to go into space.
Right. And on top of it, he's gonna be showing us shit that we've never ever seen before to help us. For
And
the
he's
future.
showing us that. Then he's not even
It's
done
not
with
done
that.
yet.
He's gonna build. He has the boring company.
The
That's
boy.
boring. That's building tunnels.
Oh yeah.
He
for
wanted
the
to build a
cars.
tunnel from Miami
Yeah.
to Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
and then he also in California he was trying to build a
For
tunnel
the traffic.
right?
To get around.
Which I'm pretty sure it's all going to be all electric
You
cars.
get down,
because of
it's
the
magnetic.
fumes.
It'll pull you, and there's zero.
Then
there's
he's not even done
zero
with that.
incidents.
The Hyperloop, right? The Hyperloop
Oh,
is
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
a way to get from like San Francisco to LA,
all the way. Yeah.
electric, magnetized, just going straight there on a
Super,
loop
super
thing.
fast.
Get there in like 2 hours.
Crazy. So that's how you get your bag.
But
That's how you get your bag.
But I'm like,
He's
but the way-
helping
but the way they treat him,
society.
I'm like, bro, this guy is like the century, guy of the century. I don't. You go
Does-
back to
how can
Henry
you get
Ford.
any better than this?
You go back to Henry Ford. He modeled the production car, right?
Yeah.
Then
you
you're
would-
like, electric car was the next car we couldn't get. He produced
He made it. He made it happen.
It's crazy.
What I was thinking about too is like,
It's crazy.
there's some people in the so right when you think that we're done, like this is as best as it's gonna get. There's nobody else is gonna come around and be able to make things any better, right? Elon Musk comes along and goes, oh no. You guys
do all
aren't
sorts
thinking
of
the way
shit.
I think. Which who knows what's going on in between here and between his
That's
2
a
years.
lot. I'm pretty sure he's not a stable guy.
Yeah. So he somehow.
Because he looks.
And he was like this when he was
Oh.
young too, because I watched interviews and documentaries. And he somehow comes up with brand new ways to help the world.
And he makes it work though.
Mhm. And he's
That's
not
the
bullshit.
best.
He's not like, let's just try it and see if it. No, he's gonna do it and it's gonna fucking work.
Right.
He's proven it time and time again.
And then they
man of the century.
They try to shit on him. I'm like, bro, this guy is the guy.
That's the
That's
problem.
why I said Trump said one of his little things like we need to protect Elon Musk. I'm like, you're right. That dude is like legit. He's like,
we need to protect Elon Musk and Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan too.
We need to protect the two of them.
Those are the two.
They're the future.
Protect them at all costs.
Yeah. And thankfully they're both friends, so they can just work on ideas together.
Get a SpaceX missile.
Just get them both a blunt and let them just sit back and.
I don't know if Elon Musk can smoke anymore because when he smoked, he was like.
Well, no, he just got in trouble for it.
No, but he was just looking like. He was looking like. He already didn't talk.
Yeah, he's already weird with.
He's already like had.
Like, ask me a question.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the electrical magnetism of the planet and stuff?
It's good.
He's like, whoa. Whoa.
And then Rogan goes, whoa, this is good. Like he's.
So he was already like that, but he
thinks before he talks, really.
Because he's got so much shit going on.
But he got dragged for that
just
too.
like Joe Rogan said, he got so much shit going on between his brain that like talking just regular shit is like.
He's like, oh, this is boring.
Like, are you talking in third person? Like, what are we talking about?
Boo! He dies. He doesn't want to hear about this shit.
All right, we're glad you joined us on the journey. I think we're done talking about all this other shit that we jumped from. Check the Johnny Harris shit out
for sure.
Check out Elon
like,
Musk.
Subscribe, share Johnny Harris.
Yeah, he's legit.
Yeah.
Check.
Shout out Johnny Harris if you're watching.
Shout out Elon Musk.
I know you're watching us. Elon Musk, man of the century.
Yeah, man of the century.
Keep up the good work. If you need our help or anything,
Joe Rogan,
just let
the
us
second
know.
man of the century.
If you need Lou and Mo, bro, we're here for you.
I'll help you, bro. I'll figure out. I don't know anything about any of that shit, but I'll talk about it.
Yeah, I'll tell them stuff about it.
I'm gonna tell you, like, this missile's gonna fucking change the world. So
Mo's in commercials.
I am. I'm in all commercials. I'm doing it right now. I'm taking advertising. $500.
Yeah, $500 advertising.
$500 just for me to show.
We were we never told them that we were on
5,000.
Vanilla Ice Show. Watch the Vanilla Ice Show.
We were on that was back in the day. Episode season 25.
No, it's episode 2, 1 and 2.
1 and 2 season 3.
We're on TV, bro.
Check me out.
I don't know. We're famous. I don't know if you know
why I'm even doing this.
We're a big deal.
Why am I still doing this shit?
I don't know. Press pause. Stop it. Stop.